Hi there, Sagittarius. This is Kim here to do your, I hope that doesn't shake too bad, your next 48-hour reading. So let's get right into it. Thanks for joining me. I always invite your spirit guides and your angels too. And let's see. I have private readings available. If you're interested in a private reading, get in touch with me through the email in the description box below. All right, so we have Rider-Waite Tarot deck to pull Celtic Cross. General reading can be anything. And the Hermetic Tarot I'm going to use to clarify this reading. The world in reverse. Underlying issue is that there's still a puzzle piece that needs to be fit into this situation. Yeah, it's time, isn't it? And it's time for something to start working better, which it does. I will say that. Maybe in a very different way. The changing of legal documents, maybe, or contracts. Sagittarius, what's going on? There's a lot of needing to work on something, but it's because it has a completion already. This is something established. Like I said, this is through an established network of people, probably family or business, something that does have a big tie with the money and wealth. Deeply rooted issue here. And I've been getting the Hierophant. Of course, it can mean somebody like coming out of a commitment, right? But I'm getting it more than anything lately as being different to the formal things, the formal institutions, different, something being different than what we are used to, or a different process or way of doing something. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse for Sagittarius. See, Ace of Pentacles. That's exactly what I'm saying, is there's a new opportunity that is being presented, and it's new. It's not like anything before. It has to not be like anything before for some reason. It's part of the completion itself, is that something changes, something's different. We have 10-10. There's a lot of patience, running out of patience possibly to get to this point, because of knowing that it's all about divine timing, right? So something kind of unexpected happened. I feel like there's some kind of recognition, either that you have not gotten recognized for and you probably need to be, or just feeling like underappreciated. You know what I mean? Like feeling like I don't feel appreciated in this situation. And the challenge is, do I keep going? Because there's exhaustion here with the Nine of Wands. It's the wounded soldier. It's the person who puts their heart on the line and still stands up for things, even after maybe not getting recognized for maybe all that you even put up with. The Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse. At the heart of the matter, something just doesn't feel like it's a good thing. Like it doesn't, the perspective of, how you got to where you are doesn't feel good at this moment with that Wheel of Fortune. It's like, why did I have to go through this? Or why am I still going through this? So I can say all the things that, are great, but I think what we need to do to make it look better or feel better about something, but I think we need to get down to what has happened as far as why are you feeling like there's some kind of you're feeling like it's hard to handle all the roles that you are handling, and it's like that the feeling of I just don't care, like that is getting really close to that point when you have I don't give a shit anymore about anything. Like that's what that is coming across as. So this is almost like some kind of surprise shift. You may be, you know, rearranging priorities, or somebody might be trying to relieve you before some kind of burnout. And maybe it's a certain field, I don't know. Or maybe it's like, just like I said, handling too many things and not feeling appreciated for all the roles that you provide. Tell me about Wheel of Fortune. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. Justice. You don't feel like what's happened to you was fair with what's happened to either who you're dealing with or just in life in general. Feeling like, you know, these scales. Feeling like they need to be balanced. At the heart of the matter, balance. Tell me about the Six of Wands in the reverse. The Hermit in reverse. It's a card that represents sometimes of when we're looking for validation and how others, you know, think of us as to then how we feel about things or ourselves. So you're not going to find it there. That's common thing to happen, is that we look and we search for things outside of ourselves, really to validate what's inside. But the Hermit in reverse is saying, no, there's something that maybe, gosh, maybe you even need to meet somebody who could mentor you, or who could teach you about something. It's something like that. About putting yourself back out there. Socializing. Maybe it's something to do about socializing. Or not feeling sociable. Three of Wands reverse. 2 3 of Wands reverse. Which is a surprise. Something that you didn't know would happen. Having to do with something with your work. Tell me more about this surprise with the Three of Wands. The Six of Wands, the Lord of Victory. So in your environment, it feels like, okay, maybe there's a surprise victory that you're having that you had no idea was going to be, that you were going to be victorious over. This is all people helping too. I can see this as like there's people helping you. Maybe you're doing a lot by yourself, and now that's coming in to help, to lighten the load for you. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. So there's maybe it's something in work that needs to be balanced or fair. Another Hierophant in reverse. Surprise break of commitment, or surprise break of how things are normally done. The Queen of Pentacles also, if it's in the reverse and you're feeling that way, then you could be the actual energy that's trying to kind of interfere on a commitment or someone else's commitment. You could be waiting on news that somebody is getting out of a commitment, or the marriage is finalized, like a divorce. It could be something like that too, just because that's what that Queen of Pentacles in the reverse like stands for me. So maybe this is something you don't want to be recognized for. And I could see that then too. Okay, so what about the Ten of Wands in the reverse? Whatever it is, like this has this issue, it's needing a new start with it. It's something that was an issue even in the past. And there's strength. The strength and the confidence here to say, no, because these are my priorities. So strength and confidence. to decide to like cut loose from you doing everything. Tell me more about this Eight of Pentacles. The Hangman in reverse. Now you have a lot of Virgo energy trying to show up. The Hangman in reverse is... It's almost similar to what's right next to it. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. There's some kind of like losing patience, you know. Losing patience, done, not going to sacrifice for others as much as maybe in the past, because you're working on your craft, your skill, and you're getting better. And I feel like you're also like saving, or just getting really a lot better at your craft or your skill. Tell me about the Page of Wands and the Hierophant. Then I'm going to go back to this Justice energy. The Star in reverse. Yeah, it's some kind of, after a disappointment with a break in commitment, or somebody that had a break in commitment, there is something new, something playful that arrives. This is the good news card with the Page of Wands. The Star in reverse is really having to take a look at what you want, what you're wishing for, or what you're hoping for, and there's something about good news, even through the disappointments that you've been through. So let me go back to your Justice. Seven of Cups. Many different options. If it is a situation with the Justice Department, there could be a situation where we weren't seeing clearly here at the time. Tell me more about the Seven of Cups and these options. The Queen of Wands in the reverse, not wanting to take a big risk at all. And then here's the Devil energy. So this is about attachments on the material realm. Sometimes this is about your temptations, addictions, vices. It's not wanting to risk something. It's not wanting to risk something, and it's a little bit worried about putting yourself out there or to be known. And the Devil, I mean, over matters of matter. So I don't know if it's, maybe that was the attachment, was somebody had to deal with addictions or vices. How do you deal with this Devil energy? The Eight of Cups. By emotionally detaching, walking away from like materialism or addiction, or anything that is feeling like emotionally is draining, you're going to emotionally disconnect your attachment with. Possibly get away before something is really bad, or something bad happens, like getting out of that situation before that. Yep, 8-8. Again, the focus is on work and your pentacles and your finances. So somebody ends up leaving. Maybe this is you. Yeah, well, you're getting your 10 of Cups. And maybe you are leaving, because I have the Six of Swords here. Lord of earned success, it says. But the reason it's a success is because Sagittarius is going from a stormy time to a not so stormy time with the Six of Swords. 10 of Cups is indicating that there's going to be some kind of fulfillment, emotional fulfillment here, like when you're done with this cycle or whatever this is. So, Sagittarius, let's pull your Oracle card, and I'm going to wrap this up. If you felt like it resonated and you would like, look, you have 888, nice. And you feel like you want a private reading, feel free to contact me for that. And this is the Shaman's Dream. Well, somebody maybe is not who they seem with that Queen of Wands in the reverse. Because this 38, many mask the authentic self. An empty well, time to replenish. It's saying got to go somewhere else because the whole well is dried up here. This person was not who they said they were. 25, rest and renewal. And then I have 28, teachability. Okay, so the shaman's dream, and I'm going to look in this guidebook here for you. Okay, 25, Garden of Venus. It's the place of all is well, rest and renewal, and self-acceptance. It says it's time to rest and be deeply renewed. Stop looking for the other by entering yourself. Allow your senses to intoxicate you. Lose your analytical mind and return to your body. The goddess Venus holds a mirror that allows you to see yourself in all your flawed beauty. Do not be caught in its spell. After a quick glance, take the mirror with you and return to the battlefield, that you may reveal to others who they are becoming, and then you will no longer have use for your sword. That's interesting. So maybe something's going nowhere with someone. Yeah, like empty well, nothing here. Time to replenish. Don't diminish yourself for another. Yeah, well, like I said, not feeling like somebody's just not appreciating you for your worth, you know. Stop diminishing yourself for the sake of another. Making yourself small will not produce the results you want. It says if there's a lack of reciprocity, then the empty well says it's time to reclaim what's yours and return what doesn't belong to you. Nice. This is a gift. Do not exert your energy and waste your resources by repairing the walls or mending the rope. Follow the watercourse way, the aquifers that run deep in the earth, and you will be led to a spring oasis. And you can find these underground streams, these rich natural resources, in the subterranean depths of your own heart. Okay, and then 38. Many mask, the authentic self, energizing internal allies, a conscious shift. Yeah, we live in a world where everyone wears a mask. Sometimes we've done so that because we're conditioned and trying to fit. The mask allows us to belong, so we remain in the confines of what's expected. Masks are not inherently bad, but they provide context and structure for our personalities and soul's expression. So it says you're yeah, it's important to let yourself experiment and experiment with more possibilities than just what's expected of you. But it might mean that somebody had a mask like this person. 28, teachability, being empty so that the wind of spirit can breathe through you. Yeah. It says drop all notions and titles that booster your ego. Eliminate the doer and allow things to happen on their own accord. Hollow Bone has come to caution you to believe only 50% of what others think and 10% of what you think. Trust your experience, not what you have read in sacred books or holy texts. This will allow you to turn apparent danger into opportunity. Remember that you are an insignificant grain of sand in the grand scheme of life, but you are also as important as the brightest sun. I love that. That's so true. That's so true. And I'm going to pull the Oracle of Genetic Gifts. I've got it right here, so might as well. B for a blogger platform to employ spiritual services. Tarot deck creator, a visionary. Tarot deck creator, a visionary. Numerologist, the study of divine numbers. And YouTube platform, spiritual callings. Oh, I'll do one more. And talk radio platform, spiritual affairs. Okay, that's what I got, Sagittarius. Sending you love and light. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.